Hi guys, it's me again. Alright then viewers, now I'm going to be doing my multimedia update. Because today I got 2 PS2 games, 8 DVDs, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 VHS tapes, and also including a very special bonus item which I will show you at the end of the video. Okay, so let's crack on with this update. So we're going to start with this one first. And here's the first one, Taz Wanted. Now, because I picked that game up from CEX, that was about last week ago. Oh, and I enjoyed playing that one because I know my brother Tom used to like Tasmania, and I still have the original Game Boy of it. But this is a PS2 game of Taz Wanted. So here's the front, spine, and here is the back. And here's the disc for Taz Wanted. And there's the instruction manual. And here's the next one, Test Drive Overdrive, the Brotherhood of Speed. Now that's the PS2 game that I don't actually have. Oh, and when I tested this game out earlier this afternoon, now that game was very good. Oh, plus I know the disc was a bit scratched, but I'm glad this game works. And also during the loading screen, it also has a flashback minigame of Pong. You know, the original classic from 1977 or something. Well, if I remember correctly, it's actually 1972. So anyways, here's the front, spine, and here is the back. And here's a disc for Test Drive Overdrive. And there's the manual. Now, if I just quickly show you the disc, bear with me. See what I mean, viewers? Now, I know this may have a few scratches on it, but I'm also glad that this game works, and that's the main thing. Yeah. Oh, and this one only cost about £1 in CEX in Weymouth from my Weymouth trip. Right, moving on to the DVDs now, starting with Miracle of 34th Street, the 1947 original and the 1994 modern classic. So here's the front, spine, and here's the back. And here's a disc for Miracle of 34th Street, 2 versions. Next one, and here's Mickey's Magical Christmas, snowed in the house at the House of Mouse. Here's the front, spine, and here's the back. And here's a disc for Mickey's Magical Christmas. Next one, and here's Graham Norton live at the Roundhouse. Here's the front, spine with a VVL logo on the bottom, and here's the back. And here's a disc for Graham Norton live at the Roundhouse. Next one, and here's The Muppets, The Wizard of Oz. That'll be the 50th anniversary edition. So here's the front, spine, and here's the back. Right, I'm just going to take that wrapping out now here because most of the wrapping is a bit mucky. It's a good thing I'm going to be sorting out that wrapping right now. So just bear with me whilst I get that sorted. Right, it's alright viewers, but I've managed to get that bit off now. And now to show you some unwrapping as promised. So just bear with me, won't you? Right, let's get that out. Right, there we go. And see, that's what's left of the wrapping. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, because the wrapping is a bit mucky. Yeah, good thing I've unwrapped it. And here's the fresh, clean one now. So here's the front, spine again, and there's the back. And it has some special features. There's Outstage and Bloopers, Oz, Oops, and Backstage Disney, with Pepe's exclusive making of. And there's the extended interview with Quentin Tarantino. This one runs for 96 minutes on here. And here's a disc for The Muppets, Wizard of Oz. And look at this, viewers. Now, this one, however, is in very tip-top condition, and it was never been opened until now. And I know my friend Gregory Di Bruno has got, I think he likes the Muppets anyway, so that's why I decided to get this. Oh yeah, because they were 2 for £1 offer at YMCA, just to let you know. Right, moving on to the next one, and here's The Tiger Who Came to Tea. Now, I remember seeing this on Channel 4 back in 2019. Yeah, when it was part of a Christmas one. Oh, plus it was based on the children's book by Judith Kerr. Yeah, rest in peace to her who died. So here's the front, spine, and here's the back. Here's a disc for The Tiger Who Came to Tea. Next one, and moving on to the ones that I bought from Weymouth today, and here's Biker Mice from Mars Season 1. Here's the front, spine with the Jetix logo on top, and here's the back. And here are two discs, disc A for Season 1 and disc B. And here's 13 episodes in the first series. Now this one is Rock and Ride, The Reeky Reign of Head Cheese Part 1, Part 2, and the only 3 episodes that I remember seeing on a VHS as a kid, which is We Don't Need No Stinking City, A Mouse and His Motorcycle, Test of Friendship, The Masked Motorcyclist, The Pets, The Road Ravens, Ascent, A Memory, A Far Distant Cheese, Steelfinger, Chill Zone, and Hard Rock. And that's all 13 episodes there is. So yeah, that was well worth finding that and this was only 50p, not just £1. Right, moving on to the next one, and here's Jamie Oliver, The Naked Chef, The Fantastic First Series, plus the cracking Christmas special. Here's the front, spine with a VPO logo on the bottom, once again, and there's the back. Here's a disc for Jamie Oliver, The Naked Chef. Last one, and it'll be The Nutty Professor 2, The Clumps. Now I know I did used to have a VHS tape of this one, as well as What's the Worst That Could Happen. Well, this is a DVD version we're talking about, and I know I haven't got the first one yet, so I'll probably keep an eye on it soon. So here's the front, spine, and here's the back. Here's a disc for The Nutty Professor 2, The Clumps. Right, moving on to the videotapes now, starting with this one, and here's That Touch of Mink, and it's got a video collection logo at the bottom, part of the movie Greats. Here's the front, spine, and here is the back. And this one runs for 95 minutes in this one, and this one was released in 1985. Yep, and there's another design by Peter Hill. And here's a tape for That Touch of Mink. No print date. Next one, and here's the very best of the Bee Gees. Now I know I did used to have a music club version of that one, yeah, but this one is a video collection version of this one. So here's the front, spine, and here's the back. Oh, and here's a tape for Bee Gees Volume 1, but unfortunately this one has got the wrong tape in there, but it's a good thing I've already converted that one already, which is Volume 1, and it does say VC 4091, but on the spine here there's 4095, so obviously people must have got it wrong there. But don't worry, of course I'll probably watch that one later on, or maybe another time. Right, moving on to the next one, and here's She Wore a Yellow Ribbon by John Wayne. Here's the front, spine with the Cinema Club logo on top, and here's the back. Here's a tape for She Wore a Yellow Ribbon. Next one, and here's Hey Mr. Producer, The Musical World of Cameron Mackintosh, the Royal Gala Performance. Here's the front, spine, and here's the back, and it has a VCI logo at the back. Here's the tape for Hey Mr. Producer. No print date. Next one, and here's the Bolshoi at the Bolshoi presents The Nutcracker. Now I know this one is like a X rental because it has that paper bit in the front which is in the way, I'll sort that out later. But here's the front. Spine with the Pickwick video logo on top. And here's the back. Here's the tape for the Bolshoi and the Bolshoi the Nutcracker. And it also says, please rewind after use. Yeah, right. Right, now to sort the paper bit out, as promised. Yeah, just bear with me, won't you? But anyway, so at least you can see what it looks like. And see, it still has a barcode in it. And the inside here, yeah, this is what it used to be. For when, if this video doesn't get sold from a library. Oh, don't worry, viewers. They're for 50p from YMCA each anyway. Next one, and here's Lover Come Back. Here's the front, spine, and here's the back. Here's a tape for Lover Come Back. Next one, and here's Neil Diamond Greatest Hits Live. Here's the front, spine, and here's the back. And here's the tape for Neil Diamond Greatest Hits Live. No print date. Right, moving on to the next one. Here's Any Given Sunday. Here's the front, spine, and here's the back. Here's the tape for Any Given Sunday. Print date is 2nd of September 2002. So this one is obviously 20 years ago. For when it was loaded from a couple of days ago. So yep, it's definitely 20 years on that tape. Oh yeah, and I also spotted that one on Brainwave Charity Shop whilst I was out. So that was very lucky to spot one, even though Brainwave Charity Shop doesn't normally tape videotapes. Well, there you go anyway. Right, moving on to the ones that I have spotted on Manshed. Oh, sorry. Here are the only three that I have spotted at Lidl's whilst I was out for some fresh air. Also, that's during Manshed. So anyway, so these are the ones that I found. So I'm going to be showing you these two first. And here's the next one anyway. And here's A Woman of Substance, Part 1, The Challenge. Here's the front, spine with the Odyssey logo on top, and here's the back. And this one runs for 2 hours and 30 minutes each for each two tapes. And here's the tape for A Woman of Substance, Part 1, and it says 155 minutes in this one. No print date. And here's Part 2, which is The Fortune. Front, spine, and here's the back. Here's the tape for Part 2. And this time, this one runs for 145 minutes. Last one, just before we get to the special bonus item, which is All the King's Men, starring David Jason, the one who played Del Boy and Danger Mouse. Well, this is a different one, and it's called All the King's Men. Just like on the nursery rhyme, Humpty Dumpty. And I'm only kidding on that. So here's the front, spine with the BBC logo on top, and here's the back. And this one was released in 1999, and this one runs for 137 minutes. Here's a tape for All the King's Men. Print date is 27th of October 1999. Right, that's all the tapes there is now, and also for DVDs and 2 PS2 games. Ah, but it's not over yet, folks. There is one more special surprise which I'll show you right now, as promised. And here it is. Da 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 da. Okay, Gromit, it's time to go to the moon. Well, viewers, as promised, here it is. this is my very own box of 2 Wallace and Gromit adventures, which has got A Grand Day Out and The Wrong Trousers, and it says Nick Park's Oscar-winning Wallace and Gromit. That'll be like a claymation short films, you know. And as you can see, it has an Aardman Animations logo on the top left, and it has the BBC Video logo on the top right here. So yeah, it has 2 videos and 1 postcard book. So here's the front of it. Here's the front, top, spine, bottom, another spine, and there's the back. And this one was released in 1994 as part of a special set. Oh, and it has a barcode in it, and there was not much else at the back, really. Okay, but because I spotted that one at Walmart whilst I was getting Biker Mice from Mars Season 1. Well, apparently, now, this one costs £4.50, which is not a bad price for this box. Yeah, and it was well worth getting that one. Oh yeah, and for those people, as for the people who are watching this right now, I've now finally got Wallace and Gromit, The Wrong Trousers back, and A Grand Day Out, but only in the box this time. Right, so I'm just going to carefully open up the box so that I can quickly show you. And see, that's what's the, so this is the front, and it has a nice clear screen there. Yeah, that was well worth spotting it. Now, I'm going to quickly show you the postcard book first. So this is a postcard book, as seen on TV. Yeah, well, apparently it kept being on TV for all those years. And it has the BBC logo on the top right as much as the box. So here's the front, here's the spine, and there's the back. Right, and I'm just going to quickly show you a couple of the postcards now. See, here's the first one. There's Wallace and Gromit reading a magazine and trying to find what they can do during the bank holidays. These bank holidays, they're a real problem to decide. Yeah, oh, and speaking of bank holidays, just to let you all know that on Monday, the 19th of September, it will be the day for when Queen Elizabeth II will be having a funeral. Yeah, because that means that some shops will be shut just for one day until Tuesday, which is next week, back to normal. But anyways, let's just continue with the rest of the postcards. See, there's Wallace saying, "No cheese, Gromit." And there's Gromit reading electronics for dogs. And there's Wallace soaring, and whilst Gromit was on the back. And there's Gromit who nearly got the orange paint on his nose. And there's Gromit at the inside the rocket. And there's Wallace playing the ball, but unfortunately the ball just went up, and the ball went. And there's Wallace trying out some new bits of cheese. Wensleydale, kidding. And there's Wallace and Gromit inside the rocket again, looking at a distracted robot. And that's what the robot looks like. And moving on to The Wrong Trousers. So yep, all of them are very good. Oh yes, and if you're wondering about the other picture, just bear with me, won't you? Yep, see, there it is. Now this picture, however, was used for the BBC Two slide of The Wrong Trousers. That was back in 1995 it was. So yeah, that was very good. And plus, at the back, it says, postcard, Wallace and Gromit. And that's the mark where we have to put a first class or second class, which is not bad. So that's the postcard book sorted. Moving on to 2 of these videos. And don't worry, they're part of a set really. So here's the first one anyway. And here's Wallace and Gromit, A Grand Day Out. Now I know I used to pick that one up from Dorset Chair Shop back in 2019, but when it was part of the biggest update ever, well, I've just decided to get this one back. Oh, don't worry, part of a set. So here's the front, spine with an old BBC Video logo on top, and here's the back. This one runs for 22 minutes on here, and this one was released in 1993. That was before The Wrong Trousers was released, which I'll show you later. Here's a tape for A Grand Day Out. Print date is 31st of August 1994. And here's the inside sleeve for all the other BBC Video titles. There's Bottom 2 Parade, absolutely fabulous fashion. Harry Enfield Television Programme, Series 2, Part 1, Part 2. Yep, got that one to go with Part 1. There's 2 Point for Children, Keeping Up Appearances, Sea Fever, The Complete Yes Prime Minister Series 2, The Very Best of Dad's Army, Step Towards Zion, Hancock, and loads of others. Oh yeah, and even a rare videotape, which is animated numbers from Playdays. And I know I did used to have Poldark Series 1, and same Part 1, and same with Life on Earth. But unfortunately, I haven't converted those two. But fortunately, Louis Walton has got all 4 Poldark VHS tapes, including Series 1, Parts 1 to 4. So yeah, that was basically a good one. Oh yeah, and I know I did used to have Realms of a Russian Bear. And I even have a BBC 2 promo bit up for one of my recorded tapes. And now moving on to the last one. And here's the wrong trousers. Here's the front, spine, and here's the back. And this one runs for 29 minutes on here. And this one was released in 1994. Oh yeah, and if anyone else is asking, this copy, however, is a closed captions version, which means that this is not a normal video, but it has this captions logo though. But anyways, I'll show you the tape. Just bear with me. And here's a tape for The Wrong Trousers. And look at this, viewers. Now, after more than a couple of years, because apparently I did used to find that one at Worldmore Hospitals Trust. That was back in 2019, as well as the Grand Dale. Well, this is obviously the newest seal tape that I have never seen before. Not even on The Wrong Trousers. Yeah, so that was pretty good to spot them. Oh, and of course, I just better get that unwrapping sorted. So I'm just going to put the camera down now so that I can just show you. Just bear with me, won't you, whilst I sort this out. Okay, viewers, right, I've managed to nibble that bit now. And don't worry, I'm not a rabbit or anything. I was just trying to get the unwrapping out whilst filming. Anyways, here we go. Right, and there we go. That's what's left of this wrapping anyway, to go with that. Okay, and here's a tape fresh out of a box. Yep, and it's very brand new. And here's a print date, speaking of which. 28th of August 1994. Yeah, very nice. And good thing I've got that one from Worldmore again, but with the Grand Dale this time. Yeah, and it has some different BBC videos on there this time, but I'm not going to bother to show you. But I can tell you that I've also got Noel's Gotchas, and I know I used to watch Postman Pat and Fireman's Elbow video as a kid, and I did remember a bit of Mr. Blobby at Cherries back then, but not very much. And I've also got the complete Blackadder 2, yeah, which is part 1 and 2. And that's it, really. Right, so I'm just going to put those back in here now. Yeah, so just spare with me whilst I put this away. Thank you. So there you go, viewers. That's pretty much what I could show you in this multimedia update. And yeah, that was well worth doing it. Well, I'm going to say goodbye now, viewers, and I'll see you again soon for another one. The next time, if I want to get some more. Well, which I pretty doubt, but I'm sure you'll find out. Besides, I have some more VHS opening and closings and DVDs still to get through anyway. So you can keep an eye on that when I'm ready to upload. But I'll say goodbye now. Bye-bye.